When you ask somebody to close their eyes and imagine New York City, what are the first things that come to mind? It's our iconic skyline and the people of the city. And the real estate industry in New York really combines both of those things. This is the industry that creates the buildings that we live, work, and play in, and it is also the industry that employs hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers in a whole host of sectors that are all part of supporting this industry, making sure our city works. The real estate industry is so vast and frankly a huge driver of employment. This is the fourth largest industry in New York. It employs hundreds of thousands of people, construction workers, developers, architects, interior designers, lawyers, building management staff, teams, doormen, doorwomen. Anytime a new building goes up, those are new jobs that are created for New Yorkers. That's good for the industry, but more importantly and more broadly, it's good for New York. It's a sign of how healthy the city is and how we are continuing to attract new people here, innovators, dreamers, and that's good for New York overall.
Developers are some of the bravest people we have. You have to have a bold vision, a sense of ingenuity, and perseverance. To create buildings that touch the skyline of New York is not an easy task. There are many, many jobs that are created and many skill sets required to create these buildings, and ultimately, in the end, when it's done, people get to live and enjoy or work in it, and that fulfillment of seeing a job completed is the ultimate joy, but it's every piece along the way that contributes to the best and brightest of New York. Every time a building is built, it creates multiple jobs, engineers, architects, building trades. It's an entire city just to create the buildings of our city. This sets the tone not only for New York, but around the country. A building goes up and you see all the prowess and the design, and these buildings, they reaffirm what the city's mark is throughout the world. And so when a development is created, that reinforces New York City's resiliency, and it shows the world what can be done.
As developers begin to conceive what it is they're creating, they need to ask brokers, what is it that will attract occupants? It is the job of brokers to both create demand and to shape demand. And that information, that foundational information upon which our new office stock or our renovated office stock or our existing office stock comes from the brokerage community. I always say we're on the street, and we see change happening in real time every day. And it is that absolutely vital ability to develop demand that distinguishes our brokerage function.
Brokerage plays a huge role in the workforce ecosystem. There are roughly 30,000 real estate agents in New York City. Residential brokerage is deeply tied to the city's success because we want to see a city that's thriving, with smart legislation, safe environment, because we want this to be a place where people want to live, where not just people invest, but people want to raise families. When the city is thriving and doing well and we're building more buildings, that employs more people. Look, during the pandemic, real estate agents were deemed essential workers. What we do is really important, and I think we have to really underline and underscore how important that is to our city.
Building management encompasses all of the people who come to work every day to help run, at least on the office side, what is over 400 million square feet of office space in the world's financial capital. So that runs from our security and front desk staff who ensure the safety and security of everyone in the buildings, to our cleaning staff who are constantly trying to optimize everyone's workspaces, to our electricians and engineers who are ensuring that the facilities run smoothly, to our property management team who are coordinating all of that together 24/7. It's really a 24/7 operation. In New York City, you're working on buildings that range from over 100 years old to the latest technologies, and they run all of that seamlessly. They're in constant communication with all of those teams, they're in constant communication with our tenants, and they're basically running what are mini cities. You know, at each of our buildings, we're employing over 100 people. That's an entire team that's working behind the scenes to give these buildings and the neighborhood and the city a welcoming feel, so that our tenants, our visitors, our tourists want to come here, and it's, you know, they're a huge part of the magic that makes this the best city in the world.
It's really important for us to partner with the real estate industry and with REBNY in particular. Partnerships between the nonprofit sector and the business community and real estate community in particular can be so important in advancing key solutions to big challenges facing New Yorkers. If New York is going to continue to be a global center of opportunity and innovation, we need the real estate industry and the entire workforce that fuels it to be on the front lines of making sure New York continues to evolve and meets the growing and changing demands of New Yorkers and newcomers who want to be here and grow their businesses here.